Hi there. So today, let's quickly talk about how 3D models really help our clients to visualize a space. So we use 3D models a lot in what we do just to help the client decide on certain finishes or layouts. It's also really useful to show certain kind of finishes on flooring, on doors, on wall finishes. So let's go into this model here, which is a Victorian house that we designed in London. So if we go in through the front door, you'll see that we can show all the various finishes. We've got floor finishes here, we're showing the finishes on the door frames, but also, aside from finishes, what this is really useful for is showing how the furniture will be laid out. And we find this particularly useful for clients to imagine themselves living in the space and to see how they can use the space, to see how they can use the space to work, in the best possible way for what they've got. So this is incredibly helpful to show our clients these 3D models. And if we move across here, you'll see in the kitchen, it helps to show the layout of the kitchen. It also helps to show the finishes. So, for example, we went with this blue finish, but if the client wanted to see a green finish, we could easily show them a green finish and what that would look like. So that really helps the client make quick decisions on what they want in their space. It's also really helpful for things like showing how much space the client will have. So if we move over here into the dining area, we can show the client kind of the maximum size of dining table they can have in the space, how many people they could seat at that table. We can also show them the flow. We can show them that they've got enough space to move around this table and through these new doors that were installed. Another thing this particular model was really useful for was showing the client this brickwork here. So this was a plain white wall before, and this model was particularly helpful in showing the various colours and tones of brick to help the client decide which brickwork they wanted to go with. On this project, we also designed this cabinetry in the dining area. So this was useful for showing what the cabinetry would look like, where the bar area would be, and we bespoke designed and had made these oversized brass door handles. So that was really useful for the client to see what they would look like in the space before commissioning those to be made. So as you can see, it's really, really useful to show the client these 3D models. And it's actually useful for the designer as well, because it helps us to visualize the space also, and also to make sure that the layout is working and everything that we have in mind is working for the client. And then, of course, it's also really amazing for the client to see the end product and for them to get excited about what their final space would look like.